YouTube universe. What's good? What's up, people? Once again, it's your favorite motherfucking role model, Hitman Thornton for Raw Reaction TV, and hope everybody is having a great, relaxing weekend. Huh? It is raining outside, the wind's blowing, it's kind of storming. I love this weather. It's relaxing, it's chill, and I know you saw my previous video that I did a while back about the weather. I love this weather. It's relaxing, it's chill, just get your zen on. I'm about to play some Xbox in a minute. You know, get my Xbox on. Hey, kitten. Hi. How you doing, girl? How you doing? Hope everything's well. Hope you and the little one are doing all right. You know. Hey, I want to give a quick shout out to a new subscriber, Dino Severia. What's up, my dude? I hope I pronounced your last name right. I hope I didn't butcher it. You know. But me and Dino, D, God, we've been internet homies for a minute now. Hey man, put down at the bottom how long we've been friends online. You know, we go in and out of contact with each other because our lives get busy. But it's been a minute. Put down how long we've been friends. I can't even call it 4, 5, 6 years. I don't know. But I just want to give a shout out to him. Thanks for subscribing. You know, thanks for always having my back and whatnot. I always got yours. Giving him a mad shout out there in Atlanta, ATL, the dirty South, and all that. And hey, Rockstar, what's up, girl? It's my daughter, Rockstar, Whitney, who's an amazing cook and a great baker, because that's her wheelhouse, baking stuff, and who happens to be baking something in the oven right now. Yeah, that was cheesy, but I had to go there. I really did. It was cheesy. But yeah, she is expecting, her and her man. And I just want to say I can't think of a better, more wonderful mother for the baby than Nick. Yes, I went there. I had to. It was too easy. Anyway, but hey, nothing but love. I love you guys. You're going to be awesome, wonderful parents. Okay? And I want to be there that day when it comes out. And please don't have a lot of people in the birthing room. Don't do that. Since when did the delivery room become the break room? I remember a while back I went to a friend's when she was giving birth to her kid. I thought she wanted me to be there, as support. It was her best friend. Walked in there was like 5, 6 people in that room. I'm like, is this a block party? What the fuck is this? But anyway, Matt, I love you. It's going to be an awesome, beautiful baby. All right? Anyway, now I got all that out the way. I want to touch on this topic of diversity with Star Wars. Now, it kind of started with The Force Awakens. People started bitching a little bit because there was a black stormtrooper. Oh my God, there's a black stormtrooper. Oh my God, it's gone hood. Okay. And of course with the female lead and all that. And if you follow, first of all, I just want to say real quick, I grew up with Star Wars. I'm not a bandwagon like a lot of people are nowadays. There's nothing wrong with fans, but man, there's a lot of bandwagon. Kind of like when people win the Super Bowl, all of a sudden you got all these fans of the team out of nowhere. Been down with Star Wars since day one. I went through a lot as a kid. I went through a lot of just some emotional stuff as a kid. And Star Wars, amongst a few other things, helped me because I had a wild and crazy imagination as it is. And that was one of the things that is a part of my childhood that I hold dear to my heart and always have love for. Jedi for life, or gray Jedi for life. But yeah, so, and people started bitching about the whole diversity thing. And it's kind of started back up with Rogue One. And because, you had a couple of Asian characters, you had a Latin character, that one guy, and of course you had, the female lead. And I heard some people saying, oh, they're going against the evil white men of the Empire. Okay, first off, dumbasses, do your homework, please. When George Lucas created Star Wars, he based the Empire off of Germany, the Nazis. Okay? That's where he got the idea for them from. So Duh. Yeah, they're going to be white. Okay. And also, I just want to throw in there real quick. Did you know that originally there was supposed to be a black Han Solo? Think about that for a minute. Think about how the movies would have been for a minute. You know, maybe that's why we got John Boyega and Lando Calrissian. Because at that time, Lucas said, because it's in his book Skywalker, because I guess at that time he felt society wasn't ready for an interracial love affair, because as you know, Han Solo and Leia hooked up. So he felt society wasn't ready. They're barely ready for that shit now. And it's 2017. My bad. It's 2017 and they can barely handle that shit now. But that's a whole nother subject for another time. You know, and the same thing with superhero movies. You got a few people that bitched about because there was a black Nick Fury. And if you're a hardcore comic book reader like me, you know they retconned that when they revamped Nick Fury. That their artists or the creators based his look off of Sam Jackson. So that's why, okay? You know, so, and it's just a bunch of things, So, anyway, but yeah, there's people bitching about with Rogue One. I'm getting off the topic here, you know, I've been kind of working out and doing a bunch of stuff, and I'm kind of amped up and hyped up, so this video is going to be all over the place, so my bad. So, but yeah, but Rogue One is an awesome, great film. Great, awesome. I put it up there with Empire Strikes Back. Yes, I do. Yes. Some of you may not think, but yes. But first, okay, the whole topic of diversity. I grew up in the 80s, okay? And back then, a lot of the mainstream movies, and I'm not talking about the whole black exploitation film stuff in the 70s, but in the 80s, there was a lot of the big mainstream movies, you know, that I grew up watching and loved. You know, Ferris Bueller, a lot of The Breakfast Club, most of John Hughes movies, you know, Weird Science, you know, Back to the Future, all those type of movies I grew up watching and loved. And usually in those type of movies, you didn't see a lot of, you know, diversity at all. And yes, I know John Hughes based his stuff off of where he grew up. I get that. Chill. I'm just saying that you didn't see a lot of diversity in those type of movies. If you did, like a black dude and an Asian dude, it was usually some grossly over stereotype. 16 Candles. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's usually some grossly over stereotype. So, but yeah, I get their point of what they're talking about. If it feels like it's something that's forced in there, that doesn't need to be, then yeah, I get it. But if you're just trying to add some flavor to it, and it seems natural, then there's nothing wrong with that. And as far as changing certain superheroes' ethnicities, because down the road there was a black Spider-Man, Miles Morales. There's supposed to be a black female Iron Man coming up. Not movie, but comic, you know. And of course they're going to have to move it on. You can't keep having the same thing for a while. You got to switch it up. And I wish that's what they did with the new Spider-Man movie they have coming out. I wish they would just went with the Miles Morales, because they borrowed a lot from the Miles Morales comic for this new Spider-Man. And yeah, that ain't right. But anyway, it looks cool. It looks awesome. But yeah, I don't have a problem with diversity. There's nothing wrong with it. As a kid, I grew up with and went to school with all walks of life. People from all walks of life. Filipino, Mexican, Asian, you know, Native American, African, you name it. And there's nothing wrong with being proud of who you are and where you come from and what your background and your history. Nothing wrong with that. You should embrace that. But there's nothing wrong with also embracing other people, sharing the love, learning from one another, especially in the dating area. That's another subject. And that's a whole nother beast on top of it. But yeah, I can understand if it feels like it's something that's forced, then yeah, I get the point. But on top of it, there's nothing wrong with diversity. It's like some of these white people today are coming out like, oh my God, we're losing our parts and they're going to all these other people and, oh yeah. Gee, really? I mean, you're feeling like you're not included and you're being picked. Wow. Welcome to the club. Anyway, see, I'm all over the place with this video. My thing is, I love diversity. There's nothing wrong with it. If it seems, real, organic, and yeah. But if it seems like it's forced, then yeah, I get the point then I get what they're saying to a point. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with diversity. The more the merrier. It's all love. It's nothing but love. You know what I mean?